love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Here's Anderson. The kick out to Towns. Morant with the steal. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Down low. Here's Jackson. Back to Brooks. No one near him. Shot clock reset for Memphis. The 3. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Brooks. Drives to the hoop. Morant with a wide open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Morant's got the opening field goal of the game for the Grizzlies. Gobert with a screen on Morant. There's Russell with the 3. Here's Edwards. Passes it to Gobert. There's the steal. Here's Bain. Here's Adams, and it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus. That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw this game.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Oh, it just pounded in! Pounded in!
Goodness. Oh! Woo-wee. How about that?
Here's Edwards. He feeds it to Towns. Out to Russell. Morant with the steal. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. And he goes in for the dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Russell passes to Towns. And again, unable to change momentum here. Adams with it. Now by Anderson. Brooks with no one around. From outside, off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the layup's good off the glass.
I like their focus coming in, terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The kick out to Towns. The tray.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Gobert dishes to Russell. The kick out to Towns. There's the 3. It's the 3-point bomb. Towns has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. Bain passes to Brooks. Back to Bain. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The 3 from Morant.
And that's Russell. I mean, has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive athletes.
And Towns throws it down.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Morant outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Jackson against Towns. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Passes to Morant. The dish to Brooks. Back to Morant. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Second chance shot. Pass to Anderson. From deep. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Anderson. Towns has got 8 points.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
And a wide open look for Payne. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1 second left. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Memphis out in front, up 3. Stay with us as we get set. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Memphis. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Bane drives in. Brooks for 3. They get it back. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Gobert the screen. For 3, Edwards drills it from outside. Edwards got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Bane kicks to Jackson. Pass to Adams. Outside, Bane. 6 on the shot clock. Over Edwards. Bane, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards inside. Guarded by Bane.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy is athletic and can really move.
Bane looking around, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Bane with the bucket. Bane's got 5.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The pass to Towns. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bane passes to Brooks. Back to Bane. Now here's Morant for 3. The rebound by Anderson.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Brooks with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And it's Brooks that time on the assist by Bane. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Such an efficient scorer. Gobert knows his offensive game and picks great shots to take.
Morant outside. Over Russell. And that one goes long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Can't hit from in close. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Towns against Jackson. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Russell from long range. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It's his first trip to the line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Jackson a screen on Russell. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
The rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
Timberwolves trail by 7. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Edwards from deep three-point territory. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. To the inside. Here's Morant. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards finds Anderson. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. So
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 24. The Grizzlies, 28.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Morant. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Morant's got 11 points.
And with the short area quickness and vertical, Morant can get a good look from mid-range anytime he wants.
Grizzlies have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
He kicks it to Morant. Feeds it to Adams. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards passes to Russell. Shoots over Morant. For 3, Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Got a piece of it. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. For the tie, And that's 2 points on the layup. Russell's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Loads it up there for Morant. It's stolen by Gobert. For three, Edwards. And Bane pulls it down. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's Morant with the drive.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
For three, Edwards. Here's Gobert. And he banks in the layup. Gobert's got 8 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside, Bane. And stolen by Russell. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul.
Desmond Bane.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul. Second team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Edwards. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Bane against Edwards. Bane kicks to Jackson. Morant outside. And he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Here's Edwards. And blocked by Bane. And he's able to get it back. Anderson passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Pass to Morant. Back to Bane. Takes the three. The shot. No good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Bane against Edwards. Here's Towns. And the layup falls. Towns has got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
Outside, Bane, and stolen by Russell. Lobbed up there for Anderson. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Morant outside. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Here's Edwards. Oh, wow, man.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Timberwolves on top, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, the wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. Now Morant. 5 to shoot. Sweet move. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Morant's heading to the hoop. And it's sent back by Russell. There's the lob to Towns.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Bain passes to Morant. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with it.
No good on the second free throw. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Here's Morant. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 10. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Shot clock at 6. And then jammed down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Dishes it to Anderson. Outside Edwards. Puts up a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anderson kicks to Towns. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Brooks grabs the board.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Floats it up there for Morant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish it.
To the left wing. Left side, Towns. Around Jay. Good. Nothing but net. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often.
Morant outside. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves leading by 8. Edwards passes to Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. All sorts of time. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Minnesota.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Morant scanning the floor. Pulls up on the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Now, here is Russell. No good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily, even early on. And all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Dave.
30th pick in 20.
He's proven himself, Allie. Thank you. So the Clippers win the tip. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Jackson, the pass to Adams. George with a steal. To the paint. Leonard can't get it to go.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
To the inside. George against Brooks. George's shot is off. And here's Brooks.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Now here's George. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Brooks with the drive. Good. And the setup by Morant.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Brooks with it. Left side, Morant. And that one's good.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
Up top wall. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. George outside. Tipped away. Outside Morant. Brooks tips it back in. Brooks has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Leonard for 3, sinks the tray.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed. Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Leonard outside. The turnaround. And he gets the bucket. Leonard's got 5 now.
Yeah, there's really no defense for that one. Turnaround jumper, on time, on target.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
So it's the Clippers now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Here's George. Adams grabs the miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Morant finds Adams. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Brooks against George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. For Memphis, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. That's tipped. Here's Moran.
Oh,
wow. Wow. With authority.
I look at everybody. That's got this place going.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end, a polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Outside Moran. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Outside Bain. Pass to Moran. Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Right side Moran. Pass to Brooks. And that one is hammered home.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Here's Leonard. The Clippers rebound. Zubac passes to Leonard. For 3, Powell. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Powell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Powell wasting no time to let that one rip.
Up top, Bain. Powell covers. Bain, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Leonard gets the bucket.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Bain, the pass to Moran. And Wall pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. George has the open look. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Here's Bain. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And then Morant with the dunk.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Pass to Leonard. The three is up. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. At one point, they led by 16. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Bain. Morant against Powell. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Off the mark there with a three.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Leonard, right side. Back to George. Stolen by Jackson. From deep, Bain. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, they're chemistry.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies out in front by 19 going into the break. A tremendous defensive effort against John Wall, frustrating the star point guard. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. Powell and George are out on the wings. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. George outside. Up and over Brooks. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bain's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Morant. Back to Bain. Morant finds Bain. Outside for Morant. Jackson with it. 6 to shoot. Here's Brooks. And that one is stuffed right through.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
George passes to Wall. Puts it up from 12. George's shot is good. George has got 7.
Just surveying the defense, and Paul George had enough room to get that one off.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
George outside Wall, puts up a 3. Can't get it to drop. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Ivica Zubac. That's his 3rd personal foul.
The free throw drops for Bain. Here's Bain. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Lets it fly. Arms length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Brooks against George. And there's...
Oh, man.
Oh, my
He had the runway, and he let it rip.
Nice.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Bane, the pass to Morant. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Powell finds George. Fires the 3. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Love to see PG getting into that zone, committed to find the points.
2 minutes.
Bane against Powell. Morant, the pass to Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bane's got 10 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
First personal foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, we've seen teams go all in to acquire Kawhi Leonard. Easy to see why. He just changes the course of a franchise. Any team he's on legitimately has a chance to win a title.
Bane, the pass to Jackson. Back to Bane. Outside for Brooks. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. George passes to Leonard. Looking to get it going. They get it back. Here's George. Off target from the wing. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Stolen by Wall. Morant against Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Outside for Brooks. From deep. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. George for 3. Offensive board. And the shot no good. A bit short. Outside Morant. Up in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Memphis with plenty of breathing room. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis, Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Adams against Zubats. And it's Adams missing. The Clippers shooting a low 30% from the floor. Pass to Zubats. Here's Leonard. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Well, the Grizzlies shooting very well. 66% for the game and looking really strong. Here's Bane. Back to Morant. Shoots over Wall. And no good, trying to use the glass. And the Clippers with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Tipped. Powell passes to Wall, and the big finish by Wall.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. George's shot is off.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And George with the jam.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Pass to Morant. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's Morant outside. And Wall pulls it down. Wall's got 4 rebounds now. Throws it up high. Here's Adams.
2 minutes from
Now here's Morant.
2 minutes.
From downtown, counted from distance. Morant's got 11 in the second half. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Now Bain over to the wing. From deep. Offensive rebound. Pass to Morant. From deep three-point range. Morant missing again.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
For 3, George on target from range. George has got 20.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
This was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Leonard outside from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here's Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was
crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack, and this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. And stolen by Ayton. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Now Crowder following the miss by DeAndre Ayton from deep. That shot wide open.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Yes, that goes in.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Morant against Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Morant. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Crowder. Over Jackson. Crowder with another miss. The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. On the wing, Bain. Defended by Booker. One-on-one fast break. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Paul, no one around him.
I like Morant's workmanlike approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
Oh,
that
my!
should not be legal. Never seen it.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Morant with the steal. And stolen by Booker. It's Crowder on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Here's Paul. Back to Crowder. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. Got a hand on it.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First Paul picks up that.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Bain looking around. Here's Jackson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Ayton a screen on Morant. Ball stolen. Bain with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Adams. Outside for Jackson. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Paul against Morant. Crowder the screen. Looking to end the run, and it's laid in by Paul.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 6-point lead. Jackson finds Bain. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Morant for 3. Loads it up there for Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Paul for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Paul's got 5. He gets it up. No good that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Grizzlies up 5.
And please give a big round of applause for your son, youth team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Bain kicks to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant with it, out guarded by Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Ball against Morant. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Jackson. Bridges with the board. Suns trail by 7. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Paul. And Paul stays with it. Paul's got 7.
Sneaky, sneaky. Paul not accounted for in the offensive glass, and he makes them pay for not paying attention to him.
Morant trying. Oh, look out! Look out!
Now that's how you finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Paul passes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. From deep. And they recover it. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Morant. Crowder with the steal. Passes it to Ayton. Booker with no one around. A 3-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Payne for 3. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
The Suns shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Adams against Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. Up again, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Paul. And it's Morant with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. And as a player, Is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable. Ja Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and rolls.
Paul looking around. Outside Crowder. Clock at 6. Pass to Ayton. That shot missing. And Memphis the other way now. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Over in the corner, Paul for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Morant in the corner from 18 feet away. And it's Memphis with another.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
On the wing, Booker for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bane. And a missed layup. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this.
26.
For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you got to stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Well, Phoenix shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Grizzlies with the rebound. On the wing, Bane. Defended by Booker. And Morant throws it down.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Paul. Stolen away. It's tipped. Jackson kicks to Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bane, good, and the nice assist from Morant. Bane's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Inside, it's stolen by Adams. Here's the break. Bane finds Adams. Ball against Jackson. Paul passes to Crowder. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Morant.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Morant passes to Bain. Ball against Morant. The layup off target. Suns trail by 11. Outer dishes to Booker. Looking to get it going, and he sinks the layup. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Shoots. Misses off the left iron.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Brooks. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And there's the pass to Booker. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Outside, Bain. Here's Morant. He dishes it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Pass to Booker. Fires from deep. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Bain drives in. Brooks the pass to Bain. The 3 from Morant. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bridges finds Booker. He gets it in there. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Back to Morant. 40 seconds left to play in the third.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Outside, Bain. Morant against Paul. Here's Bain. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. It's a hand on it, and Paul stays with it. Paul's got 11 points.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And so it's Memphis in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Suns trail by 9. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense, the Grizzlies. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And it's Paul missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Passes it to Morant. Brooks right side. Back to Morant. Takes the turnaround J, and he gets the bucket. Morant's got 21 in the game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Outside, Bain. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by the Suns. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Crowder goes in. Here's Paul. Up and in on the layup.
Every team wishes they had a star like CP3 who provides whatever you need when you need it.
And taken away by Paul. Here's Booker. Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. And now that's 11 points for Jaren Jackson. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. Paul can't get it to go. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. 11-point game. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Kicks it out to Booker. Lets it go from deep. And no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. The drive by Brooks. And that one hits back iron. Suns trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He takes it in. The kick out to Crowder. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide-open look.
Morant outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Suns running out of time. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Ayton a screen on Bain. Booker no good.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Here's Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Paul can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Morant kicks to Jackson. Payne for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Paul outside. Adams, some nice D.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Bain passes to Morant. To the paint. Adams trying to free himself up. Brooks misses. Suns trail by 13.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for John Morant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
And it's the Suns with the ball, trailing by 13. Bridges shot, good.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Back to Morant. The three. That one's not going to go. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a...
Ball. 6-3.
And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter, and it's Russell in at the point guard position.
Nice interior touch from Rudy. Good at getting ideal positioning and capitalizing.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Minnesota. Bane, the pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Takes it inside. Here's Adams, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now here's Edwards. Outside for Russell. Towns for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. This one for 3. Can't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Russell into the lane. And he buries his first look. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Down low. Here's Towns. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Out to the right wing. Here's Morant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Bane. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And he's going for the oop here. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And there it is for him. Russell's got 6.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now here's Bane. Here's Morant. Count it. Good. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Towns against Jackson. And the basket by Towns.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Morant. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's Russell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And what has made D'Lo a max player? He puts constant pressure on the defense.
And both free throws good for Russell. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Bane. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Anderson finds Russell. Towns a screen on Bane. The 3 from Russell. The rebound by Jackson.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Right side Morant. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Up and over Russell. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 17-7 run. Now here's Anderson. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
From deep, Morant. Anderson pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Pass to Morant. 1 second left. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up 10. They're communicating. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by Memphis.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Now here's Bane, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Clock at 6. Pass to Adams. From behind the arc. That shot is off. And the Timberwolves with possession. Here's Russell. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Here's Brooks. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Adams finds Morant. Off target from outside. Morant's gone 3 of 10 shooting, so only 30%. Towns passes to Gobert. Over Adams, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Left side Bane. Pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Adams. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And here are the Timberwolves. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. To the left wing. Outside Russell. Here's Edwards. Anderson passes to Gobert. And here's Edwards outside, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. And anytime a player is asked about pressure, they'll say, I don't feel it. Smitty, I don't believe it.
No, you shouldn't be. I think what they're doing is, obviously, you don't want to show weakness. And it's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
Now here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Adams finds Morant. To halt the run. And another miss by Memphis.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
Towns passes to Anderson. To the right side. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Bane. Here's Adams. Banked it in off the glass.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Morant against Russell. Here's Towns. Here's Anderson. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 15. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Back to Bane. A leaner. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. There's 42 seconds left to play in the half. Offensive rebound. Another shot.
And the defensive chops of Gobert just knows how to hold down the fort for his team.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Fires from deep. And it's Bane with the rebound. Gobert passes to Russell. Over Morant. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And so it's Minnesota up 15.
Your Grizzlies, 13. The Timberwolves, 28.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And it's McLaughlin missing. And the Grizzlies shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. Up top, Brooks. Outside, Bane. From deep three-point range. He's off on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's McLaughlin. And the powerful one-handed slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Now Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Looking to end this cold spell. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
And Morant drops them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Pass to Prince. McDaniels with it. Here's Noel, guarded by Bane. Jackson, the pass to Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's gotten 4 this quarter.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. Pass to Brooks. They double him with McDaniels. Adams inside. Working on McDaniels. Bane, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
Muscling his way around the floor. Brooks able to absorb contact without it affecting the shot.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to McLaughlin. On the wing, Noel. Fires for three. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Morant. Here's the three. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Noel. No good on the triple.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's Morant. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
What timing by Steven Adams. Exceptional job reading the shot and coming up with the putback slam.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
.116 left in the third quarter here. Morant against Russell. Brooks outside. From deep, Morant. No good there.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
So it's the Grizzlies now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Outside Bane. Takes a three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his fourth rebound in this one. Edwards. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gobert finds Anderson. Back to Gobert. Outside Russell. For three. Pulls up, high post. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Just pure shooting ability from Towns. Exceptional. A big guy who can do it all on the offensive end.
Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. He got it off in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And a look now at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. Towns a screen on Morant. The three is up. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Grizzlies. Down by 15. Towns for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Bane. Now here's Brooks. Let's go with a three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Edwards, a pass to Towns. For three. Again, the miss by Towns. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Morant. Looking to get back on track. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Jackson against Towns. From the arc. Edwards against Brooks. And Edwards with the basket on the assist from Towns.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Bain. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. And it's Morant again missing.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Out left to the wing. Towns for 3. They grab their own miss. The 3 from Russell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Anderson. To the inside. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. 1:56 left in the final quarter. From deep, Morant. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And for Minnesota, they're shooting 52% from the floor so far. Left side, Russell. Towns for 3. Knocks down the long J.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Now here's Bain. Back to Morant. And Gobert with a block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Timberwolves.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Karl Anthony Towns.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Now here's Brooks. Outside Morant. 5 on the clock. Tries to snap the cold streak. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Russell. Lays it in off the pretty lob. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And here's Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Morant with it. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Wall and Powell are the guard set. On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Oh, where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. Leonard against Jackson. And it's Leonard missing. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Okay, David, thanks. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Well, the quickness on the drive, it is what has defined John Wall's game. That is nicely done.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Here's Leonard, and that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Well, there's a comfortability for Kawhi Leonard in the mid-range. Boy, he can catch his rhythm right there.
Here's Morant. Powell pulls it in.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Leonard. George trying to break free. And it's Leonard missing. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. The drive by Bain. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Powell with it, now defended by Bain. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Jackson against Leonard to the inside. Powell makes it off the glass.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Here's Morant.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Leonard on the wing. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
There's the lob to Jackson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Wall kicks to Leonard. The shot off that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
George, that's a two-pointer. And Bain pulls it down.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Zubac kicks to George. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Leonard, no luck.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets it go. It's hauled in by Zubac. George against Brooks. George passes to Wall. Back to George. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Memphis up. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. And it's Wall in at the point. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Wall against Morant. Powell, no one around him. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Powell with the steal. Inside, stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Powell against Brooks. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Ball passes to Leonard. Over Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bain passes to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And it's George finishing it off.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
A 3 from Leonard. They grab their own miss. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Zubac the pass to Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Great open look there.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Morant outside. The pass to Brooks. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Bain. Floats it up there for Morant. Memphis moving it around. Brooks outside. No good from outside.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And again, the turnover by the Clippers. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Here's Morant. Out to Brooks. There's the three. Here's Adams. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Powell inside. Brooks covering. Stolen by Brooks. The drive by Jackson.
And on that drive, Jackson so forceful, which helps him draw the foul there while taking the contact.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this. Both good from the line that time.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Wall looking it over. Morant with the steal. Memphis shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Both free throws good from Jackson. 52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. George dishes to Leonard. George up top. Brooks covering. That's tipped.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense. And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And that one's good. Morant.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And it's Leonard missing. With one on the clock, John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points. Thank you, David, for that interview.
The Clippers, 16.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The offensive rebound. Bane inside the three-point line. Kept alive. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
Boy, I love how hard Steven Adams works on the boards. Excellent timing for that putback.
Down low, Morant with the steal. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Outside Leonard, stolen. Bane drives in. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now here's Leonard. Dishes to Powell. Over Bane. That one a little long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Brooks the best to Adams. Crafty move, and it's good on the way in. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And the Grizzlies leading by 19. Bane looking around. Here's Morant. He dishes it to Jackson. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Powell kicks to Leonard. That one off the back iron and out.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Inside, it's stolen by Adams. Bane against George. Bane passes to Adams. It's Morant in the corner. That one, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Oh, Leonard in position. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
And the Grizzlies leading by 23. At the elbow, it's Bane. And that one is stuffed right through.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Wall dishes to Leonard. They need this one. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Bane passes to Morant. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Leonard with the steal. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his second foul of the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Powell. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Big-time athleticism and hops by Norman Powell allows him to get to his shot.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Oh, Leonard in position. Memphis leading by 19 points. It's Morant in the corner. The shake. And then jammed down as he goes right over AD to Zubac.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Adams. Bane kicks to Morant. Let's go. It's hauled in by George. Powell in the high post. The kick out to Wall. And so it's Memphis, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. What a defensive effort they put. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Outside, George. Looking to end his cold spell. And he lays it up and in.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Moran finds Brooks. Tries the spin move. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Brooks against George. That one drops for him. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. On the wing, Bane. Again, Memphis.
Oh, such nice touch on that turnaround jumper. That was smooth.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Wall. In the corner, Powell with it. A 3-pointer off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. 3-pointer, Brooks. They get it back. Jackson passes to Brooks. From deep 3-point range, and it's Morant missing. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Leonard, no luck. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Morant outside. Fires from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. The dish now to Wall. No good on the shot. Morant with some nice D. Grizzlies shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Morant with the steal. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. All with it. Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. And another turnover for the Grizzlies. There's the lob to Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Marcus Morris has checked in for the Clippers.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
Jackson against Morris. Pass to Powell. And here is Morris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Jackson. Morant against Wall. 6 to shoot. Memphis the rebound. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Morant against Wall. Morant with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Trying to get something going. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant outside. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
jousting for position in this one. Brent, we've got two teams that can rebound with the best of them.
Yeah, when you have a physical game like this, BA, the one worry is there going to be a lot of fouls? Because you don't want any of these guys out of the game with the way they control the glass.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Bane. Crowder with a steal. Ayton inside. Adams covering. And Ayton with the stuff.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Outside Bane. Pass to Morant. Shoots over Paul. Morant no good. Paul against Morant. Crowder left side. Now Ayton. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Brooks. The shot no good. Nice D from Bridges.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's Bane. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Ayton, a screen on Morant. And stolen by Morant. On the wing, Bane. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
Second team foul.
To the middle. And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Crowder finds Booker. Bridges with it. Jackson in his pocket. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. The crossover. And here's Ayton. Adams grabs the miss. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Bane, the pass to Adams. And here's Morant outside. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And Booker with the jam.
So tough to guard. Devin Booker combining that range with the handle.
Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. To the paint. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Paul. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Crowder. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Pass to Bridges. Outside for Booker. Takes the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. 58 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Morant. Misses off the left iron.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Bridges on the attack. Count the basket.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
A great way to end the quarter.
Moran against Paul. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And he makes it on the layup.
It almost feels automatic at that point. The confidence that Chris Paul inspires in his teammates. It's surprising if they don't make the play.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Left block shot on the way. It's good. Paul's got his second basket.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Outside Morant. The three-pointer off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns ahead, up 6. And we'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns?
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
On the court right now for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Paul finds Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Pushing it up is Phoenix. Suns again in transition. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
That free throw good from Booker.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And the Suns pushing it up now. Bridges misses. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Ayton. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. And the basket by Bridges.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Pass to Jackson. And it's Moran off the drive. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run with the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Crowder. Paul with it. He's picked up by Bane. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Paul passes to Ayton. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. And it's an 11-point Phoenix lead. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Poked loose. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Booker. Shot to stop the run.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
And he makes it. Morant's gotten his second bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Paul. Down low. Here's Crowder. Second chance effort. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Here's Morant. Morant missing again.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Pass to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. There's the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
From deep, Morant. And he recovers it. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Ayton. And the Suns pushing it up now. Ooh, a good look from Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Jam by Ayton.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Morant, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The clock runs out, and we are headed.
14. The Suns, 23.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. First one falls for him. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots, we're still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
Paul for 3. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Morant's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. And stolen by Bridges. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
On the wing, Bane. And here's Morant outside. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And last year's outcome. So unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7. He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Ayton, a screen on Morant. Releases. Paul, shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Adams with a screen on Paul. From deep, Morant. And it's Morant again missing. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Booker, the pass to Paul. And here's Crowder from the arc. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Outside Paul. And there's the lob. It's tipped. Booker, the pass to Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Paul's got 10 points.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
On the wing, Brooks. Outside Morant. Launches a three. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Adams finds Brooks. And another miss by Memphis. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Crowder goes in. And Crowder with the jam.
Don't see that much from Crowder off the bounce and attacking to make the score.
Outside Bane. Paul against Morant. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. The free throw drops for Morant. There's a minute 54 left in the third. Outside Paul. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. And stolen by Booker. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Three-pointer, Brooks. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. For 3, Bridges. Adams grabs the miss. And Memphis shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Brooks. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. From the line. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Tries to break his ice. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Morant. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. And the three-pointer goes.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Outside Booker from outside the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Morant with it. He's got 15. And it's Brooks missing. Outside Paul. And we've reached the end of the third. The Suns on top, up by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker on the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Booker can't get it to go.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Payne, no good. The Suns leading. It's Bridges on the wing. Brooks defending. Here's Crowder. Tries again. Out to Bridges. Paul against Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Crowder outside. Over Jackson. No good. A bit long that time. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Shoots from the baseline. That's good on the jumper. Morant's got 13 in the second half.
So good at taking what the D gives him. Morant keeping the game simple.
Pass to Booker. The shot comes out. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Jackson on the wing. Crowder with a steal. Ayton inside. Guarded by Bane. Ayton in the high post. Adams is there. Booker, the pass to Bridges. 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Paul. And the Suns lead by 4. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Now, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Ayton finds Bridges. Back to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Brooks outside. And here's Morant outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder. Fires the three. Offensive board. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. There's a minute 54 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Up top, Paul, pounded by Morant. Paul, shot is off. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. And it's Morant off the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Morant's got 19 points.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
For three, Booker. He... It from three. And the Suns lead by 9.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
To the middle. Knocked away. Outside for Morant. That one goes in. Morant's got 17 now, just in the second half.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Pass to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Suns.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for DeAndre Ayton.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role. Mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
Outside Bane, back to Morant. Beyond the arc. Memphis the rebound.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Here's Bridges. Now here's Paul. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this